decisions more effectively. How to influence other people make decisions more effectively, Jason.
How do you use this one after it? Okay. So, like raise your hand if you want to learn how to influence other people make decisions more effectively. Yeah, raise your hand if you're interested in the topic. Okay, great. And raise your hand if you wanted to learn how to get people to do the things you want them to do. Okay? Yeah. Okay. And raise your hand. And if you if you deal with a human like a person, and you are trying to get them to take the action, and they procrastinate. Okay, cool. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. So it's how to influence people, make decisions more effectively. I told a quick story about it, so I'm not going into too much detail of the technical stuff, but it's more about psychology. Yeah, so this story happened actually about 3 years ago. At that time, what happened is I was attending a sales training program. Okay, I attended a sales training program. So in the 3 years ago, I was doing a sales training program. And by that time, actually, I've been in sales for 5 years. After I left the college, and I didn't graduate, so I haven't gotten into sales. While I was in the sales, I read many books and teaching me about sales and what kind of books, what kind of the persuasion, what kind of the psychology. I'm quite passionate about it, so I was reading hundreds of books, okay, about psychology, influence, communication, and selling and marketing. And during that time, you have to learn so much, but I will never figure out what really makes the people do what they want to do. And for a long time, I never figured out, there are some in the sales. Basically, our job, our primary job in the sales is getting people to buy the product or services. Basically, is learn how to influence people to make the decision. That's what a sales is really about. And sometimes I know how to get people to make the decision buy the product, but most of the time I just could not get them to to buy. And I was very frustrated because for me and like me, I didn't have a formal qualification, so that's my lifeline. So I have to figure out how to work. If I don't make it work, and then I will I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I was really I spent hundreds hours, thousands of hours, tens of thousands of hours trying to figure out how to influence people to make the decision. And yeah, so lucky enough, about 3 years ago, and I attended one of the sales training program. It's an online one, by Zoom, by one of the top sales coach in the world. She showed me this diagram, okay? Some of the people will say it, but I can show it, okay? In psychology, there's something called Berg Theory. You can Google search about it. It comes from one of the psychology back in 1960. Her name is Satya, and she invented this. Okay, she said, most of people and in the sales, the coach explained to me. Then I got it. He said most of people who actually what happened is whatever words or whatever tonality, whatever language you use, that's in the conscious level. Anybody heard about a conscious mind and a subconscious mind? You heard about it? Okay, cool. So in the conscious mind, what happened is what you say about it. Some people mention about a war, okay? Ukraine and Russia, okay? That what happened. That's what we say, okay? But actually, what caused the war is it's an iceberg. It's more like iceberg. It's in the subconscious mind. It's because the people has a belief that different. Russia and Ukraine, they got different belief. And same as the value as well. Like Russia and Ukraine, they value different things. And I come from China, by the way. China, they have the communism, okay? In the Western countries, it's more about the capitalism. They got different values as well. That's why people have conflict, okay? They got a feeling, they got identity. So what really, I get it. It's say, if you want to get people to make the decision, you want to influence the people to take the action, the goal is that you basically, and whatever you want them to say, whatever you want them to do, you have to do one thing is called linking. So if you learn how to communicate, a lot of people try to communicate in a logical level. It's called the fact, data, the feature. You should do this, you should do not. actually doesn't work. You know, it doesn't matter whether it happens in a relationship or in a politics or in the sales environment. It doesn't really work a lot. That's why most of people's communication is not effective. So the coach told me is if you want to communicate with people, you have to communicate the emotional type of brain, which is called people the feeling. And cause at the time when he told me that, he told me one thing. He said people make decisions emotionally and justify logically. Can I ask a question? Let's say has anyone bought something you feel regret? You bought something you feel regret. You bought it, but then you regret. Yeah, that's why. So people make decisions emotionally and then they justify logically. Same as marriage. So have you? I mean, for me I'm single, but you know, have you found someone? Yeah. So let's say have you got into a relationship? Okay, you feel really infatuated with a person. Then once you got into it, you found out that person is not what I thought it is. But you already had some of the emotion about a person. You got into a relationship, then you find, oh, that's not the person I want to spend my lifetime with. Does it happen to anybody? It happened to me. Okay, it happened to me. It happened to me. It happened to me 3 times. It happened to me 3 times. So I learned a big lesson. Emotional actually cause problem. When the emotion going up, the IQ will going down. So if you want to influence people correct way, another time I got it. Okay, he also told me a process on how to do it. But today we don't have much time. The process is get people to what they want to do and link to the emotion, link to the feeling. Once you do this one, the process actually is called value linking. Okay, once that's been done, what happens is, and people will do whatever you want them to do. Really. That is how they, some of the country, even China, they learn how to program it. They call it brainwash as well. Get people to do whatever the people want to do. Actually, 1.5 billion people will do what is the chairman Xi Jinping want them to do as well, because they understand the psychology of human and how to influence people. And same as Russia and the Putin, and he getting people to go to the war because he know how to do this as well. So I want to end the speech with this one. This is really critical. You have to write them down. Really, write them down. So people make decisions emotionally and then justify logically. That's all. Thank you.